You're inside my head. I can... hear you. I can hear you inside. You're burning with a white fire. I can't stand it. It's so painful. Thank you. You're the first. You were there at the beginning of everything. Me? No, how is that even... how is that possible? Yes, I brought your heart, the soul stone. What do you mean that's not what... Nox? You mean the Yaga? I didn't bring the sisters. I didn't know. They were inside the soul stone. And now they're here. With us. That's it, isn't it? Light, dark, dream, nightmare. Together. That's why I needed to go there, to face them. To bring them with me. So, what now? How do we save the dream? How do we save reality? I can't be the one to do that. I'm just... a person. Just a person, and you're a god. Or as close as anything can be to God, I guess. I'm not ready for that. You can't put this on me. I didn't want this. I wanted to be normal. I wasn't asking for a divine purpose. I just didn't know what to do with my life. What happens if I say yes? Who do I become? And what about me? What becomes of me? I understand. Of course, I trust you. How can I not? You made all of this. Without the dream, there's nothing. And there never was. If the dreamer stops dreaming, there's nothing. Forever. So if you're... if we are one, then the dream is mine. I keep it alive. And afterwards, after I'm gone, what then? Okay. Okay. Well, we can't let the universe end, so let's do this. I'm ready.
Zoe? For a moment there, it looked like you were made of light. You were incredibly beautiful.
I'm okay. Dizzy. I have to go back now. Wake up. For real. Face the world. There are things that... I need to fix things. I can't be asleep any longer.
Okay. Can I come?
No, Crow. You can't.
So you're leaving me here?
You'll be fine. Thanks for everything. I don't think I'll be coming back, but you'll be fine. I promise.
Well, That's great. Left to my own devices, in the border mountains, by an inscrutable woman with special powers. Again, if I wasn't so furious, I'd be really, really depressed. You know, I'm so used to being the sidekick, I don't think I can do anything else. But whose sidekick will I... Nope. Not happening, big guy. I'm flying back south to find that Kian fellow. I'll be his sidekick. He seems like the sort of guy who appreciates birds.
Do you believe I should have told her all of it? All that I have seen? Perhaps I should have. Perhaps I was wrong not to. But there's only here, only now, nothing more. I am blind. I think I will sit down, rest, sleep, dream of my daughters, long gone, and hope the future will still be there for them all when I fade to dust.
The answer is no. You should know better than to ask, Saga. I won't risk you getting lost out there, again.
I'll be careful this time, I promise.
It doesn't matter. I am not removing the wards.
I'm 14, Papa. I can take care of myself.
That didn't help your mother.
It's always about her, isn't it? I'm not my mother. Whatever happened to her won't happen to me.
And you know this how? She said the same thing. She wasn't going to get lost. She was coming right back. I shouldn't worry. I should just stay put and wait for her. I'll remove the wards when you're older. Until then, you are not leaving the house on your own.
That is so unfair. I've been stuck here my whole life. How much longer are we going to...
Until I know that she's not coming back. All right? Until I know for sure, because if we leave and she does return...
She's gone. Let her go, Papa. Please.
I'm going upstairs to rest for a bit. Don't play the radio too loud. I'll be back down for dinner.
Ugh, I can't take this anymore. I'll show him his wards can't stop me from walking. I just have to, find the wards first. Not easy when only Papa can see them.
Hey, so we do get a interlude this time at the end of book 4. It's like some amount of time has passed. Saga is now 14. Although given this house is outside of time and space, I don't quite know what 14 means.
Papa's sleeping. I think I can hear him snoring.
I'm resting, Saga. I'll come down later.
Oh, I guess he's not actually sleeping. He's
For
trying
when the
to.
paths are stormy and the turnstiles still open. For when the paths are stormy and the turnstiles still open.
There's a lot of talk about, ways, roads, turnstiles, paths. So wherever this place is, it seems that you can travel a lot if you want to.
The paths are wobbly, and the custodians temporarily closed the turnstiles. No one's coming in or out. But who needs the common paths when you can make your own?
Which is what Saga can do, as we saw last interlude.
Is it my turn to sweep the floors again? I've lost track. We've not been keeping up with our sweeping itinerary, or any housework. For when the paths are muddy or snowy. I'm trying to get Papa to stop wearing that hat when he goes out, but he insists. He doesn't realize how goofy and old-fashioned it makes him look.
So I guess Saga is exaggerating a little bit. It's not that she never goes out of the house, it's just that she's never allowed to go out by herself.
I always hated the downstairs. It's pitch dark, and it smells funny. It's got ether vapors and void beetles. It's not a good place to hang out. The madame comes by every month to grade my assignments and give me new ones, and Papa's in charge of my homeschooling, but I've learned more from Uncle Galeth than from the two of them combined. I love learning about Elsewhen and Elsewhere, about crossroads and the ether, and all the worlds in the multiverse. It makes me want to go walking and explore everything. I'm getting better. I'm not good yet, but my work's improving. I should be on track to have my first exhibition by the time I'm 18.
It looks like a painting of Saga herself. You can see the braid there in her hair. Sitting in the Border Mountains, pretty much exactly where April used to be.
It's very difficult to paint anything that isn't in this house when I have to work from memory or from pictures and books. I don't play with the dollhouse anymore. I know it makes Papa sad, but I'm not 7. I've grown up. Papa built it for me. He was so good with his hands, but he doesn't make anything anymore. Just food. Mostly stew. Rocket ships ferry astronauts between worlds in at least one of the angles of the ether. Sounds like a fairy tale to me, but Galeth swears it's true. I wish I could go on a rocket ship to another world. That sounds like so much fun.
We don't actually get to meet Galeth in the game, unfortunately, because she seems to have a very high opinion of him. And my favorite theory as to who Galeth is that it's actually Cortez. I think that would be really cool if that turned out to be true.
It's cute. I used to play with that all the time, when I was little. It's cute. I used to play with that all the time. This window's always tuned to a place called Letoch in Scotland, long, long ago.
That must be where Magus is from. Or Magus. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name.
Apparently, that place meant a lot to my parents, but Papa doesn't like to talk about it.
It might well be where their parents met. Picture of Saga on the wall.
The madame comes by every month to grade my assignments and give me new ones. I'm getting better. I'm not good yet, but my work's improving. I should be on track to have my first exhibition by the time. I love learning about Elsewhen and Elsewhere, about crossroads and the ether, and all the worlds in the multiverse. It makes me want to go walking and explore everything.
Nothing new there. Just thought there might be.
That's weird. Papa's usually so fastidious about keeping his eyeglasses with him at all times. I'll just borrow them for a minute. Or 12. Papa's spectacles. Fashionable they're not.
Ah, is that how he knows where the wards are? Well, I'll have to have a look around with those glasses then.
Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time, but I always finish them long before he comes back. The good ones I read 3 or 4 times. My window looks out to Letach, but this one's tuned to where Mama was born. It's nowhere close to Scotland. The seasons are similar though, just more extreme. I can't remember exactly where that is or what Mama used to call it, but Papa calls it Midgard.
Doesn't sound like it's on any of the Twin Worlds, although I guess it could be in Arcadia and we just haven't heard of that place yet.
Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time, but I always finish them long before he comes back. The good ones I read 3 or 4 times.
Anything else around here?
I can't remember the last time we lit a fire. We used to do that all the time. Roast marshmallows and sausages and tell scary stories. But, yeah, things changed. The fire doesn't hurt me. My dad once told me this fire keeps the house warm and healthy, and able to fend off contagions and parasites from the ether. Uncle Galeth brings new books all the time, but I always finish them. Hugsy! I've had Hugsy since I was little. Mama gave him to me, and I remember falling asleep, hugging him tight every night after she went away. It's the comfy chair. Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Came from the Spanish Inquisition.
We don't go away long enough to need a suitcase. I mean, I've gone walking for days, but I didn't exactly plan that ahead of time. Or pack. Papa went ballistic every single time. Mama brought that with her when she went on long trips and wanted to bring things back. The last time she left, she hadn't planned on being gone for more than a couple of days. This has been gathering dust since Mama left, so almost 13 years? I guess Papa hasn't had the heart to get rid of it. Mama wrote a ton of stories and articles and letters, but Papa keeps most of her work in his bedroom. I haven't even read all of it. He won't let me. One of these days, I'll pick up on that whole become a singer-songwriter thing again. I just need an audience to play to. Papa rarely plays the guitar. I think he used to play a lot, back in brighter days. But like with so many
other things, he just lost interest. I'm not sure why that cut out.
I remember Crow, but I'm pretty sure he's not real, and that I never met him. I mean, I went walking for the first time when I was 7, but I drew this before that. I have this weird, vague memory of going on a journey with a wisecracking bird called Crow, but I'm sure that was just a very, very vivid dream.
So even if she's not the same person as April, again, it does seem like she shares April's memories.
Whenever one of the walls needs repairing, Papa uses that. He says he'll teach me how to do it, but he hasn't gotten around to it yet. We keep this door closed, since there's only a brick wall behind it. Papa had it walled up after Mama left, for reasons. Uncle Galeth told me something terrible happened when they built the house. There was a crack, and it grew bigger. I don't know the details, and he wouldn't tell me, but apparently it was very scary.
Is there a ward here? Aha.
Oh wow, I see one of the wards. So that's how Papa maintains them. The magic's in his glasses. I mean, of course it is, it's dab magic. Still, it's pretty cool. Uncle Galeth helped put these wards up after the last time I went walking. Papa claims they protect us, but all they do is keep me from opening doorways. They don't trust me. A ward to stop me from opening another doorway through the ether and making my own paths. Instead of putting up wards, I wish Papa would just tell me why I can't go walking. This ward feels too strong. It's supported by the others. I should begin with one of them.
Oh, okay. Let's finish exploring then.
There's never anything good on. Once, I tuned into something called the Pink Floyd. That was amazing. But I never found the frequency again. These days, it's mostly jazz or classical music.
Don't see anything else here. All right, so I think we're done exploring the house. Now we can start searching for the wards. There's one.
There's another ward. That's one of the 4 wards that keep me trapped in this depressing old house. I need to find a weaker ward before tackling this one. They're all connected.
Ah, I guess we need to see them in the correct order then. So let's look in the living room. Apparently there are 4. There's one.
I believe that's the final ward.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Galeth helped put these wards up after the last time I went walking. Papa claims they protect us, but all they do is keep me from opening doorways. They don't trust me. I'm sure that was me who made those scratches. I remember being scolded, and it wasn't just the one time. I've been told, in no uncertain terms, to not damage our house in any way. It's a living thing, although I don't know if it can feel pain, at least not from those tiny scratches.
Careful! Ow!
Sorry, did I break your head?
Yes. Do you have to carry me across the threshold?
Would be tempting fate if I don't. We need to do this right. Watch your head now. There, we have officially moved in. Welcome home, sweetheart.
My head's hurting.
Let me kiss it. Where does it hurt? There?
That helped. Oh, she's moving. She's kicking, Magnus. Here, give me your hand. Can you feel it? She's happy to be home.
Hello, Saga. Welcome home, baby girl.
Balance! So that's what the wards are made of. Fragments of the past. Memories. No wonder they're so strong. They're charged with powerful emotions. Some might be red herrings, though, to make the wards harder to crack. I need to untangle the specific memories that tie the wards together. Easy.
Okay, so that took me way longer than it should have, but that's because she was talking about there being 4 wards. And there are, but the 4th one never appears until you've got rid of the first 3. So that's what was confusing the crap out of me. Okay, so now we're starting with this ward, and then we'll do the one in the room, and then I think the one in the brick wall. And you need to find 3 memories that are associated with what you've just heard.
Magnus, Saga, look! Snow! It's snowing!
Beautiful. First snowfall in our new home.
The first of many firsts. I hope you grow up to love this house, Saga. We built it for us, for our tiny family.
Look, Etta, she's smiling. I think she understood you.
So I think that might be one of them.
No, Hoxie! You killed Hoxie, Papa!
It's just his arm. I didn't kill him. I maimed him slightly. I'll sew it right back on, okay? He'll be good as new, I promise.
Poor Hoxie. He'll never be the same. He'll be a cripple.
He's a survivor, just like us. He'll be fine.
Saga, no, don't draw on the floor. You might damage it. This house is sacred. It's a living thing just like you and me. You must never hurt our home. Can you promise me that, baby?
I think all the memories that have to do with the house in this room is what we need to link to the ward.
Oh, honey, please. I'm not in a state to be photographed.
Oh, come on, sweetheart. It's the first week in a brand new home. This needs to be commemorated.
Oh, I feel so bloated. Fine, just let me... There. Ready. Hurry up.
How many times do I have to tell you, don't put your hand in the fire?
But look, it doesn't hurt me at all.
Saga, stop. I don't care. You can't... Look, if someone saw you do that, it's dangerous, do you understand? No one else can know. No one.
Wonder why they're so eager to have no one know that the fire doesn't harm her. So let's see, maybe it's these three? Bingo. Okay, so now we go to the one that's in Saga's room.
This one's too complex to break right now. I should try one of the other wards first.
Oh, okay. Let's do the brick wall then.
The house will draw us both back if we ever get lost. That's what it does. It's what it's for.
And you're sure we can trust it?
Are you questioning my building skills?
I don't want to lose you again.
You won't. It's safe to leave, Etta. You'll find your way back and we'll be safe here. Both of us. All three of us. When that one arrives.
Oh, and not a moment too soon. I am so over being pregnant. Speaking of which, I'm starving again.
I'll make stew.
Please don't.
When's Mama coming home?
I honestly don't know if she ever will, sweetheart.
But she is out there somewhere?
I think so.
Okay, I think we need to touch the memories that have to do with Etta leaving.
We have to wall it up, Magnus. It's dangerous. What if Saga...
I know. I will. I promise. Tomorrow after you've left, I'll get right to it.
Could there be more like it? More gaps? More...
I don't know, Etta. I hope not. I'll take care of it, I promise.
I really don't want to leave right now.
You'll be back soon. Everything will work out. The house will take care of us all.
Does Papa know you're here? I don't think Papa knows. Don't worry. It'll be our little secret.
That's a memory actually from the first interlude, I think.
Look, she's sleeping. Oh, that's so cute. Your music lulled her to sleep, honey.
I didn't think my guitar playing was that bad. I was going for rousing.
Well, it hasn't put me to sleep yet. Come here. Come here. Hey, is there anything you want me to bring back this time?
Do we have to talk about that right now?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
I don't like it when you leave.
Number 2 down. Okay. Last but not least. Around over here.
She's so perfect. I could stare at her for hours.
Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I go in here just to look at her. She is perfect. You leaving before she wakes up?
I have to. While the paths are still there. They're stable now, but that might change. I can't risk waiting. Watch over her for me, okay? Keep her safe?
Of course. Always and forever. I promise.
Come here. I love you. Always and forever. And I'll be back. I pinky promise.
So, Gareth wrote to say he's visiting soon?
That's good, right? We haven't seen him for a while.
It's good. Sometimes I get the feeling he only visits because of Saga.
Well, he is her godfather. He adores her. Just be grateful she has someone to talk to, Magnus. The stars know she must be sick and tired of us.
I wonder if that's Galeth's hat.
Why is it called homework? I'm always home.
What do you mean?
Why is it homework when I never go anywhere? I think it should be called just work.
Good question. And you're right. I need you to clean up and then do your work. Alright?
Oh, another memory that we've heard before. I think we need to touch the ones that have to do specifically with Saga.
But how can I paint a rainbow if I haven't seen one? I can't paint something I haven't seen. And I'm not allowed to go anywhere, so I'll never see one.
There are pictures of rainbows in your books. Can't you paint from those?
It's not the same. I want to see a rainbow with my own eyes. Oh, it's red and blue, just like my drawing. It's exactly what I wished for. Thank you, Papa.
You're welcome, baby girl.
Ground control to Major Tom. Who's Major Tom, Papa?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. Where did you hear that name?
I think it's a traveler who travels to the moon, like Mama.
I don't think Mama went to the moon, Saga.
But you know what I mean. Someone who travels far away to see new things. Like, an adventurer.
That's all the wards, and Papa's still asleep. He won't be happy when he wakes up. I need to get out of here before then, or he might lock me in the downstairs for a week. So I'll just open a doorway and... It's not working. Why is it not working? All the wards are gone. What's stopping me now?
Ah.
My chest feels warm. Wait, am I glowing?
Indeed. Does she have to look at a mirror?
My pendant's all glowy. Okay, That's new.
Do we have to examine it, or... I don't see a mirror around here.
Uncle Galeth told me something terrible happened when they built the house. There was a crack, and it grew bigger. I don't know the details, and he wouldn't tell me, but apparently it was very scary.
Not sure how to get her to see what's on her, around her neck there. Do I have to take it to one of the doors? I don't see anything new.
The paths are wobbly, and the custodians temporarily closed the turnstiles. No one's coming in or out. But who needs the common paths when you can make your own? I'm getting better. I'm not good yet, but my work's improving. I should be on track to have my first exhibition by the time I'm 18. I wonder what's behind the wall. Papa won't tell me, and Gareth claims he doesn't know the details. But I'll learn the truth. Somehow. I can't remember the last time we lit a fire. We used to do that all the time. Roast marshmallows and sausages and tell scary stories. I can't remember exactly where that is or what Mama used to call it. But Papa calls it Midgard. The light's coming from inside the pendant.
Oh, I just need to put the camera in the right way. Oh, jeez.
My chest feels warm. Wait, am I glowing? My pendant's all glowy. Okay, that's new. The light's coming from inside the pendant.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So it's now in your inventory. Jeez. I'm just not on the ball today, it seems.
This is for you, Saga. It belonged to my mother. Keep it close to your heart and know that I'll always be thinking of you, no matter where I am. Even if I'm... Oh, baby girl. You don't understand a word I'm saying, but you will remember when you most need it. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. All worlds, all of time are yours to explore. And as long as you wear this, I will find you. I promise.
Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.
Saga? Saga? Saga, where in the world are you? Saga! Balance, no, please, no. No, all is well. Don't take her from me. Please don't. I can't do this again. I cannot do this again. Please. Saga.
So that was the end of Book 4, Revelations. Let's see the review of our decisions. All right, so since we returned the tools in the previous book, Ulvik will still be around when we come back to Marcuria, which I assume that's what Kian's going to do. I didn't tell Brian Westhouse why I was in the abode or where I'm going. I feel a bit bad about not trusting him, but it's not like he needed to know. And he didn't ask, so I guess he didn't care. I couldn't let Westhouse stay in the abode by himself. I was entrusted with the key, and it would have felt weird to leave it unlocked, but Brian seemed a little put out by that. Indeed, he seemed kind of dark for a moment before he got jovial again. Against Shepard's wishes, I brought Liko with me again. He was a good companion, and he proved himself useful, but I hope his absence from Marcuria did not cause the Resistance any problems. Well, unfortunately, there were some consequences for that, although most people do seem to want to take Liko with them. I didn't attempt to get closer to Liko on our journey to Gien. We are compatriots and allies, not friends. And of course, you can see that most people did want Kion to be closer to Liko. Again, just for me personally, for this particular playthrough, it didn't seem quite in line with the arc that the two of them were on. I mean, you could tell from their banter that they're not at one another's throats anymore. And again, I think that if you choose to be friends with to get closer to Liko earlier in the story, then I think it makes more sense to have kind of a more closer friendship and maybe even a budding romance at about this point in the story. Enu was seriously hurt in the attack on the Enclave, but Naane was there to heal her wounds. The Zid will survive. And most people did that choice as well. I revealed no secrets to the Yaga. In the end, she gave me the Soul Stone anyway, but those memories remain to haunt me more than ever, should I have relinquished them. And I think this choice is pretty spread out, because there's a lot of memories you can potentially give to the Yaga, depending on what other choices you've made so far.
Zoe, you're awake.
What? Wonkers, get off me! Oh, what time is it? Wait, where am I?
You're in the hospital, Zoe. In Casablanca. Don't you remember?
No.
You got really sick, and they brought you here to make you better. I've been watching over you. You've been in a coma for a long, long time.
I'm not sure. I'm confused.
You just woke up, Zoe. It must be strange to be awake again. Don't worry. It'll pass. You just need to rest. Go back to sleep now. I'll watch over you.
Wonkers, you don't sound like yourself.
You've been very sick, Zoe. You can't trust yourself right now. Just close your eyes and go back to sleep. You'll feel much better afterwards.
No, I can't sleep anymore.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
I need to get up.
I wouldn't recommend that, Zoe. You're not well. You need to go back to sleep.
Stop it, Wonkers.
So this is really weird, because hadn't she been awake from her coma for a long time? Was all that still just a dream? Very confusing. So, when we come back, fellow adventurers, we will explore to see what's the truth here and what is illusion. Because at the moment, I think Zoe is probably just as confused as the audience is. I know I was when I first played through this. So, until next time, fellow adventurers, take care.